So I'm going to be checking out a few websites to see if they offer puppy classes, and I just want to see what they look like. I want to share my screen. I'm going to try to share it. My dad and his wife got a new puppy just a couple months ago, maybe less than a couple months ago, and I've been urging him to find a puppy class to take that puppy to. And I said, I can't search for you, but if you find some places and you're not sure about them, let me know. I'm happy to look at them and see what I think. Because he's like, I don't know what I'm looking for. So he told me about four places near him. They're in the St. Louis area. And he said this was the one that he liked the best so far. But he said, I don't know what I'm looking for. So I'm gonna just kind of walk you through what I would be looking for if I was looking for a class for my own puppy or for family members. So he was interested in this North St. Louis County Obedience Training Club. Cool. Let's go to the homepage. So when I'm looking for a puppy class, the first thing I want to see is um, what do they have to say about their class. So here's a little blurb about what the class offers. So I like that they have a specific age range. The puppies can't be older than 19 weeks on the first day. Cool. No dogs the first night. I think that's a good thing because it means the owners are coming in and getting like an orientation and not having to worry about the puppies. And it's 7 weeks, so you still get 6 weeks of the puppies being in the actual class. So that's pretty good. Supports the development of a confident, well-adjusted puppy. Great. Issues jumping to, they talk about what they're going to address. That's great. Will receive socialization with other puppies and people. They don't specify what that means. Like, do the puppies get to play together? Do they play one-on-one or as a group? Like, what does that look like? I don't care about obedience commands being taught. That's not a big deal. What I care about is how they're being taught. Um, so it doesn't say anything about how they teach. Like, are they gonna like throw choke chains on all these puppies? Are they gonna use reward-based methods? Like, what can we expect? So I'm looking at the photos here, and it's hard to see. Like, are these guys on? Like, no one's on a harness, which I always think is a red flag. And obviously, these are adult dogs. This is your obedience class, probably, not the puppy class. Are they wearing slip leashes? I don't know. So I want to go and find out more about this puppy class, like who's teaching it, what methods are they going to be using. Uh, so where can I find info on the trainers, officers and committee members? I guess. No. Where are your trainers? Is it, am I, all right. Let's look at the photo gallery. So what I'm looking for are any of the dogs on like a choke chain, prong collar, shot collar, slip leash. Um, Giant schnauzy. Um, I don't see like I'm looking for like are there puppy class photos? I don't see anyone wearing like a treat pouch or anything. Where's the puppy photos? Where are the puppies? Okay. So there's not much info on the actual website. Um, and they don't have like social media to go and look. So I would tell my dad, call them up and ask specific questions like, okay, in the puppy class, what would you do? Like, how would you have me correct my puppy? Ask them about that. Hopefully they won't tell you to like smack the puppy or, pull on the leash or whatever. Ask them what equipment they would require. Like, do they want to use, again, choke chains, slip leashes on the puppy? I know some people will put shock collars on puppies. You want to find out about that before you sign up. Um, yeah, definitely more information is needed before I would encourage him to sign up for a class here. It might be great, but again, they're not putting that information out on the website. So let's see what else. Um, So that was the St. Louis Obedience Training Club, and then sit means sit. So let's look at sit means sit dog training. Okay. Oh, I don't really like to look at this website. Top dog trainers in St. Louis. Okay. So we're looking specifically for puppy classes, puppy training, cool. About our puppy training is unique with their personality and is intentionally dedicated to providing top-notch puppy training based beyond basic obedience. Da, da, da. 10 to 20 weeks socialization skill. And you put living with socialization skills. Let's see. All right, socialization dogs. Da, 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 da. Okay. Uh, Again, they're not talking about how they socialize, which again, for the average dog owner, they probably wouldn't be looking for that. I'm obviously looking for more detail than what they might, I'm not their target audience. So, um, this is a red flag. We train all dogs regardless of age, breed, or behavioral issue. I mean, maybe they do. They do. It sounds like they have a bunch of trainers working for them. So maybe they do have such a broad range of skill sets. But always beware of people who say they can like do anything. Like we can do it all. Like, oh, can you? Um, okay, at least we have trainers and staff. Cool. Okay. So Chase here's the head trainer. He's only been training since 2018. I mean, okay, that's something. It's not terrible. Focuses on balance training. Okay. So that right there tells you that he's going to use treats and he's also going to use corrections. Not necessarily a terrible thing. Like you don't know until you talk to him or see him in action. Like he might, say he's balanced and he'll be very, careful about how he's correcting. Like I don't want to pass judgment, but that's something I would call and like ask him more about. Um, Da, 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 da. Chase is excited to use all the tools in his belt to help his clients. So that sound to me sounds like a nice way of saying he's happy to use whatever tool necessary, whether it's a clicker, and treats or prong collar or shock collar. And again, that doesn't mean he would use it on a puppy, but some people are not shy about using that stuff on puppies, and that would give me pause. So definitely worth calling and asking. Catherine, who's Catherine? They have the same last name. This who's married to Jade. Okay. Well, that must be nice having a business with your partner. Oh. Um, well, you did, Catherine. Uh, but like clearly they have the same philosophy. Okay. What other trainers you got? So if they're, balanced trainers, then their other trainers are probably gonna be the same thing. Okay, Candace. Let's read about Candace, our lesson trainer. She started as a client in December 2023 and has worked hard to build a solid foundation. So she's really new as well. So all these guys are really quite new. And the fact that they're offering behavior help and they only started in 2018 and the owners don't have any like formal education in the field, that's a bit of a red flag. Um, yeah. Let's see videos. I mean, you can't really judge until you see it for yourself. So it's nice that they have videos. Um, I'm looking for like puppy stuff. Yeah. Let's see. He's wearing a shock collar. Again, like as long as you're not gonna put it on my dad's puppy, whatever. But um, okay. So he's showing off like his dog doing cool stuff. That's cool. But I'm looking for like how do you work with okay. And again, it doesn't mean they don't like this is like you can't be like, well, this is a definite no. Like it's always pays to call and ask. 'Cause if you can call up and say, hey, I'm not comfortable using certain tools, are we still going to be able to work together? Like they might be like, yeah, it's no problem. And it might not be an issue, but um, Yeah, definitely need more information. Okay, and then the other two he looked at were obviously Petco and PetSmart, which I feel like that's where novice trainers start out. Mm, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Yeah, so I'm going to encourage my dad to call those two places and ask specific questions, such as, again, what tools do they recommend being used on puppies? Even like the most extreme cases, what, not that his puppy, he's a little dachshund. There's no issues as far as I know. Um, typical puppy stuff. What does the socialization part in class look like? Like, do the puppies play together? What does that look like? Is it a free for all where all the puppies are off leash running around? Or do they like test it one on one and find matches so the puppies have like one or two playmates at a time? Do they, how, if the puppy does something wrong, what is the owner supposed to do? So like, how do you correct the puppy? Um, because you really shouldn't be correcting a puppy, in my opinion. So anyone who's like, oh, you have to, again, do something physical with the puppy, that'd be a red flag to me. But so I'm gonna email him back with some specific questions he can ask and what he's looking for, and hopefully he calls him up and gets answers. So, all right.